Hello, welcome to the lesson about German numbers. This is a tutorial I created for you in case you just started to learn German and you didn't have the chance to into this topic so far. I want you to understand the rules and also the exceptions, and we will be discussing about numbers from 1 to 100. So let's start. In German, as in English and other languages, there isn't any shortcut, unfortunately, when it comes to learning the numbers from 1 to 10. Like, these are the basic and the most important, and there isn't any rule to say, oh, you learn it like this and you have them all. You will have to learn them by heart. You can use songs, you can use poems if you like. There are a lot of tools accessible on YouTube, and I will present you the numbers and also help you with the pronunciation. Um, of course, if you are an English speaker, you will notice there are a lot of analogies you can make with, German compared to English. Also, das ist die Nummer eins. Ja, one, eins. Zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn. So I recommend you to write them down, maybe repeat a couple of times from the beginning, from 1 to 10, yeah, slowly, and then try to do that without looking at your notes. Moving on, let's see what happens after 20. Just like in English, there is a rule. Like in English, you have the number plus ending teen, for example, 14. Also in German, there is a rule. You have the numbers 1 to 9 and the ending 10. But just like in English, there are a couple of exceptions we are looking at. The first one is really the number 11, which is elf in German. And the second one is the number 12, 12, yeah, elf und 12. Moving on, here is the rule. You take drei, yeah, 3, and add the ending 10, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15. And then the next exception, what happens is the number sechs, yeah, remember with the letter S in the end, this letter disappears and you have only sech and the ending 10, 16. The same happens for 17. Sieben would be 7, but you eliminate the ending N from sieben and you add 10, 17 being 17. 18, 18, 19, 19, and number 20 is again an exception. This is 20, yeah? I will repeat, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 und 20. Let's see now what happens with 30, 40, 50, and so on up to 100. After you understand these rules, we can move on to 21, 22, and so on, 31, 32, and so on. So let's see. Again, we have a rule, which is the numbers from 3 to 9, because you already learned 20, so the numbers from 3 to 9 with the ending "zig" and the exceptions. The first exception is actually 30. Maybe it was better to say the number from 4 to 9, because 3 is with the ending "zig", and this is the only one with this ending. 30, 30. The next one, you can see it follows the rule, 40, and then 50. And now what happens is the same as for 16 and 17. You have 6, not 6, and zig, 60. And sieb, not 7, and ending zig, 70, 70. 80, again the rule, und 90, again the rule. 100 is in German 100, and please notice it is in one word, 100. Let's repeat, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 und 100. Like I promised, you will be learning now to count for 21 up to 29, 31 to 39, 41 to 49, and so on. You got the picture. So in the end, you will be able to count from 1 to 99 or to 100. So the rule is the numbers from 1 to 9. This time it is the other way around than in English. So you take, for example, in English you have 22. In German you will have 2 and 20, and so on. This happens without exception for all numbers starting with 21 until 99. So und is the word and then you have 20, 30, and so on, what you learned in the previous slide. The thing is, there will be one long word, yeah? So even though it's actually not so complicated because you can divide the words into the component parts, you will have to write this down into one long word. Of course, it will become even longer in the lesson where you will learn to count from 101. Yeah, but for now it's enough until 100. There is one exception, this time only one. You have the number, for example, 21, 31, 41, and so on. You start with ein, yeah, not with eins, and then you add und, and then for 20, 20, for 30, 30, and so on. Let's take a look at some examples. I took 20. Yeah, so 21 is 1 and 20. Ein und 20. 22, 2 and 20. 22. 23, 3 and 20. 23. And we can continue like this, of course, until 99. Yeah, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 und 30. Please note that for 6 and 7, like 26, 27, 36, 37, this time you have the full number 6 and the full number 7, not like what happened with 16, 17, 60 and 70. With this in mind, my recommendation would be to write down some examples. You can, of course, write them all down if you want, but I wouldn't waste my time doing this. As long as you understand the rule, some examples are enough. And we got to the practical exercise for today. Think about what the following numbers are called in German. Stop this video, pause this video, and write them down using letters. Yeah, so the numbers for you today are 29, 48, 55, 60, 76, 84, and 93. Do that. Afterwards, you can continue watching this video to find out the results. Yeah, the right way to write these numbers down. And yeah, play the lottery. Tell me if you won. Yeah, maybe we can share your win. I would be happy, but no. Now the results are, so the right answers are 29, 48, 45, 55, 76, 84 und 93. Und das war es. Yeah, this was it. Thanks for watching this. If you want to reach out, maybe let me know how many numbers you got written down correctly. You can reach out using this email address info@germanwelt.com. I would be very happy to hear from you. Und vielen Dank für die Aufmerksamkeit. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.